Hola a todo el mundo, bienvenidos a Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. La última vez llegamos al timeskip, hicimos la batalla por Garreg desde el otro lado. Fue un poco más que la normal, porque realmente puedes ir a la línea recta por el medio, ya está. No hay tanta oposición, lo cual tiene sentido siendo que tú eres el ejército fuerte y todo eso. Y tiene su magia enfrentarse a Catherine, a Rhea y todo eso. Pero en líneas generales me gusta más la normal. En fin, hoy empieza el timeskip. Empieza el timeskip para Black Eagles.
In Imperial Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor Edelgard's assault against the monastery at Garreg-Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seiros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle, she was forced to retreat to Ferdiad, the capital of Fargus, where she must now plan her next move.
Oh, no lo hemos capturado.
With a single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Fodlan has begun.
Hey, sabemos que Rhea está en Fargus, pero atacamos también la alianza.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Ethereal Moon. Beyond Escape.
No me mola nada ese fondo, ese rojo con el negro no pega muy bien. Queda muy cargado.
Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the imperial throne, yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest of turmoil and bloodshed. In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, King Dimitri has welcomed Archbishop Rhea and her knights, who were driven out of Garreg-Mach to the kingdom capital. As they work to build a unified front, the war with the Empire rages on to the west. Meanwhile, Claude, leader of the Alliance, staves off Imperial intervention by strategically stirring up conflicts between Leicester lords in an effort to feign neutrality. As events unfold, Edelgard and her Black Eagle strike force begin to take action in an attempt to break the war's current state of deadlock.
¿Sabes, Edgar, teniendo en cuenta la pasmosa ventaja que tienes? Que te lleve 5 años y no puedas ganar me sorprende.
Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. And even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I. Or rather, you.
¿Quién habla?
Excuse me? Are you saying you have forgotten who I am? How dare you? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Hey, are you awake?
¿Quién eres?
I'm just a villager here. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river. Garreg-Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
¿Cómo dices?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Seiros isn't there anymore. Though there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Regardless, the Imperial Army has taken over now.
¿En qué año estamos?
Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that?
Los festejos del milenario.
Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going?
Al monasterio.
Are you crazy? The Imperial Army is there. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about... You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
No hace falta que te preocupes por mí.
Unbelievable.
5 years ago to the day. If things had continued on as they were, today would have been the Millennium Festival. Halt! Who's there? It can't be. Professor? Is it really you? But I searched everywhere and never found a trace. My teacher. What have you been doing all this time? Where have you been?
Estaba durmiendo.
Joking? At a time like this? You do realize it's been 5 years since you disappeared.
Y estaba durmiendo esos 5 años.
Do you have any idea how guilty I felt? How broken my heart was? I searched high and low after you vanished. Although there was no proof, I somehow knew you were alive. All this time, I led everyone as best I could, and fought with all my heart. It's been a difficult path to walk alone. Welcome back, my teacher. I'm so happy that you're safe. 5 years. Such a short time, but it feels like an eternity ago. Do you still feel the way you did all those years ago?
Sí, sigo pensando que eso es una mala idea y me arrepiento cada momento de haber elegido esta ruta.
You said then that you would fight at my side no matter how many enemies we should amass. As for me, my resolve has not faltered. I'm determined as ever to see this through to the end. I will defeat the false goddess. I will save this world from those creatures and give humanity its freedom back. So, my teacher, are you prepared to stand with me?
¿Acaso tengo otro remedio?
I thank you, truly. Now then, I assume you understand the situation at hand, yes?
¡No! ¡He estado durmiendo 5 años! ¡He estado 5 años durmiendo de verdad!
Another joke? Or
¿Quién?
are you telling the truth? I suppose you must be. In that case, I'll tell you all that has transpired as you slumbered these past 5 years. And that is where we are now. The war is at a stalemate. Dimitri is the new king of Fargus. It's clear that his territory will continue to support the church. Meanwhile, Claude's leadership has thrown the Alliance into chaos. He maintains neutrality in their internal conflict. The situation has created a deadlock. We've been awaiting an opportunity for our squadron to return to the monastery. With you in the fray, I believe the state of the war will shift immediately. The church, as well as the kingdom and the alliance. The time has come to eliminate them all.
La iglesia de Seiros.
The knights and the others are in prime condition. They've set up their base within the kingdom capital. The Immaculate One and her family have yet to fight on the front lines. However, we must eventually face and defeat them. It would mean a great deal to have you with us when the time comes. Good. Well then, I believe it's time for a little reunion. The Black Eagle Strike Force never lost faith. They knew you were alive and have been awaiting your return. Let's not keep them waiting any longer.
Realmente no quiero estar aquí. Lo digo muy en serio, no quiero estar aquí. Va en contra de mi moralidad seguir lo que está haciendo Edelgard. A mis ojos lo que hace Edelgard no está bien. Y no quiero ser partícipe. Todas las unidades han evolucionado durante estos 5 años. Deberías comparar qué clase pertenece. Oh, claro. Esto pertenece al Imperio. No hay bandidos que derrotar.
Well, now, that face is certainly familiar. I am glad to see you alive and well, Professor.
Professor! It's me, Bernie! Do you remember me? I can't believe you're here!
I can't believe it! Is this a dream? Can we really be this lucky?
This is not dreaming. Our professor is with us again. Welcome to the back. I mean, welcome back.
Our group isn't the same without you. I am overjoyed to see you again.
It's been so long. Seeing you again fills my heart with hope.
Great! Now everything will be easy. That's great you're safe, Professor. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
Quite the reunion, isn't it, Professor? Everyone's happy to see you.
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined. You took it really hard when you disappeared, Professor.
Of course, we did our very best in your absence, and there was never a day that we doubted you would return to us.
Edelgard has been leading us as Emperor. But after you disappeared, it became apparent that you were her anchor. It gives me regret to be admitting this, but our power is not enough. The only one who can be meeting Edelgard's expectations is you, Professor.
Most impressive of all is your uncanny ability to bring a smile to everyone's face.
In the years since you vanished, we have not lost anyone from our ranks.
We all longed for your presence and your leadership, myself included.
It seems fitting to view this as a new beginning for the Black Eagle Strike Force. We already have our target.
Yes, we must eliminate the Alliance before moving on to fight the Kingdom and the Church.
Maravilloso.
However, that doesn't necessarily mean we must occupy the entirety of the Alliance. House Rican stands against the Empire. Therefore, our target is Deirdre, the aquatic capital.
¡Oh boy! Ese es uno de los capítulos un poco tardíos de Dimitri. Vamos a ir ya a él.
We must cross the Aramid River, which separates the Empire and the Alliance. To do that, we must take the largest bridge across it. The Great Bridge of Myrden.
Oh, cierto. El puente.
Myrden connects the monastery and the Imperial capital to the east. It is the shortest route there.
An Alliance stronghold has been built at the Great Bridge. We'll take that and then head north. At the same time, we must defeat the one who defends it, Judith von Daphne. If we can also take control of Daphnel territory, it would be greatly beneficial to us. Prepare yourselves. The next battle will be a momentous one. Join me, my friends, as we begin our journey to bring peace and solace to this war-ravaged world.
¡Wow! Es fin de mes, básicamente. ¿Quieres ver qué está haciendo Annette? ¡Hey, Annette está de vuelta ya! ¿Qué te pasa, Annette?
Oh, hi, Professor.
Parece salir caída.
Do you remember what we talked about before? About doing my best to not do my best? Well, I've been pretty busy recently, and despite my best efforts, I've been trying way too hard. I was busy all day yesterday with training and work. I just couldn't help myself. That's why I decided to take a day off today. It's just, now that I have a day off, I don't know what to do with myself. Please, you have to help me. What should I do?
Échate una siesta.
I tried that. I couldn't calm down enough to fall asleep. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm cut out for not doing my best. Oh! You're a professor. You must know some secret technique for deep relaxation, right? If you do, please teach me. I'm begging you. I'm at my wit's end.
Tómate un té.
Got it. I'll try that right now. This candy is so sweet and delicious, and it goes so well with piping hot tea.
Ujú.
And speaking of the tea, your brewing skills are incredible. I'd love to be able to make such nice tea, but... Oh, Professor, will you teach me how to brew tea like this? I'll do my best to learn, and then I'll make delicious tea for you as thanks.
¿Que te vas a esforzar?
Oh, sorry. Back to my old tricks, it seems.
Sí.
So, why is it so difficult to not do my best? I try and try to not try, but it just doesn't work.
Actúa con naturalidad.
Professor, you're right. Doing nothing is just not my style. To be myself, I've got to do my best every day.
Porque, como diría Shinta, está en tu naturaleza. ¿Te han dicho?
Okay.
Aunque bueno, Shinta lo usa como excusa para todo. Shinta lo usa, es la excusa comodín. Está en mi naturaleza.
You will, won't you? Please. Oh, and also, well, thank you. You've listened to me and helped me face my troubles. Now I feel like I can talk to you about anything. Honestly, I wish we could go on drinking tea like this forever.
El de apoyo está bien, el subeo. Bueno, estamos muy cerca del fin de mes. El día de San Quijote. Oh, qué bien.
Singing is
Buena combinación. Oh, parece que a Dorotea le gustaría hablar contigo. ¿Quieres aceptar?
This may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with.
No sé de qué me hablas.
If you say so. But I notice you doing it all the same. It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger? I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Middle Franc Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts. I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
Eso no es verdad.
You can never be certain about what the future will bring.
¿Tú tampoco?
I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
El de apoyo de este capítulo ya subió. ¿Cuántos apoyos tenemos? Podemos hacerlos y dejarlo en fin de mes. Quiere decir que el siguiente episodio ya sea fin de mes. Sí, ya han pasado 20 minutos. Algunas de sus unidades pueden presentarse a clases Squad. ¿Quién ha subido a nivel 30? Annette. Annette ha subido a nivel 30. ¡Oh my! Esas stats siempre impresionan mucho, no os voy a engañar. 38 de magia, wow. Has dejado muy atrás a Dorotea. Ay, Hubert. Dicho esto, ser nivel 30 quiere decir que tan probable es que apruebe. Poco probable, es igual, no hay prisa. No tengo ninguna prisa por ahora. Han ganado 2 niveles cada uno, más o menos. Me aventuraría a decir que es eso, han ganado 2 niveles. Ya, no voy a decir que han subido todos los stats porque Hubert sigue con 8 de fuerza. 27. Petra, por ejemplo, tenía muy poca fuerza y sigue teniendo menos fuerza. Why the fuck tiene Petra menos fuerza que Annette? Oh wow, 23 de velocidad no está nada mal en Annette, teniendo en cuenta que siempre le cuesta la velocidad. Sí, no es Petra. Pero 24 de velocidad... Vale, 23 no está mal para ser Annette. En fin, vamos a hacer las conversaciones de... ¡Wow! ¡Oh my! Creo que estaremos aquí un buen rato. En fin, disfrutémoslo. Edelgard con Hubert.
Hubert, I can't shake the feeling that you're keeping more secrets from me.
I have told you before. There are secrets even I am unwilling to share.
I remember. However, I am the Emperor now. If the Minister of the Imperial Household does not obey his orders, I have the right to execute him.
I fear you have misunderstood me, Your Majesty. It is true that I am officially your minister, but such titles are of little significance to me. I serve you purely out of personal devotion. Perhaps there was a time when I served the Imperial line due to my duty as a member of House Vestra. But since you returned from the kingdom, my loyalty has been to you alone.
I see. Then you are unwilling to obey my orders as Emperor?
Correct. If you prefer to treat this formally, then charge me with a crime. I will gladly offer up my neck to the executioner.
You know I would never do such a thing, and that I pay no heed to the title you bear. It is your own presence and capabilities that I value so highly, Hubert. Titles are meaningless next to such things. Our families have no bearing on this matter, nor does the Empire itself.
In that case, Lady Edelgard, I ask you to turn a blind eye to my secrets. They are trifles, beneath your notice. Best I handle them alone. You should focus on the path ahead of you. The Scarlet Path I have carefully prepared. Whether that path is red with blood is not something you need trouble yourself over.
As Emperor, I'm obliged to accept that answer. However, as your friend, it irritates me to no end. You speak often of painting the path I walk, yet you do so in secret. I am the one you serve, but you refuse to let me in. I trust you, Hubert, and that is precisely why I want to know everything. Your secret hopes and burdens, all of it. If I'm truly the center of your world, then I wish you would trust me as well as I trust you.
Very well. You have me beaten. I will tell you as much as I am able. From the assassins I've eliminated, to the gold I've spent on bribes, to the identity of the one I love.
La cantidad de oro que gastas en sobornos. ¡Ey! Esa suena a corrupción, esa cosa que queréis eliminar. ¡Pinches hipócritas!
Wait a moment. Are you saying you have romantic feelings for someone?
Well, duh, está bastante claro.
Yes. That is the one secret I had particularly hoped to keep from you.
Oh, that's utter nonsense. You can't possibly keep something so fascinating from me. Who is it?
¿Tú?
It is you, Lady Edelgard. Did you ever really doubt?
Hubert, you never cease to surprise me.
La batalla de Galicia superó Edelgard con Ferdinand Bonair.
Standing tall, I see.
Edelgard, hello. What do you think of this horse? An equine marvel, no? Look how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
Behold, Edelgard. Do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much more impressive than the pale little sprigs you have there. And, as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Ferdinand, no seas plasta.
Ferdinand, stop. I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well. I will grant you the duel you so desperately desire. But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle, then! All right, Edelgard. Have at me!
As you wish. Ha!
It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest, strongest strike.
Fastest and strongest? You're just flattering me. I have been defeated. Utterly. I cannot believe I was foolish enough to challenge such a plainly superior opponent.
The difference in our skill level is not so great as all that. If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
I do not think talent is what separates us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what to expect from a real duel. I was playing, but you were not. That such an ill-prepared noble would think to challenge you? It is laughable.
Ferdinand.
Ay, el pobre Ferdinand está deprimido. En fin, tus apoyos. Edelgard con Petra.
I have been watching you in secrecy, Edelgard. But you and Hubert were noticing me, correct?
Well, if you intend to shadow us like that, you can be sure it won't escape our notice. Hubert was primed and ready to remove you. I ordered him to stand down.
You have my thanks. I have been making a decision that I am wanting to learn from you. I was thinking it was enough to be shooting one bird with one arrow. But after speaking with you, I trained with hardness. Now I can be shooting 2 birds with 1 arrow.
2 pheasants? Are you implying that...
Yes, a single arrow.
That's astounding, Petra. It's perhaps a bit late to explain now, but what I was getting at earlier was actually...
I am having a joke.
You... come again?
I really was shooting these birds with 1 arrow, but my joke is that I did have understanding about what you told me. I took it to my heart.
Did you know?
You are a person with great bluntness. I am admiring of you. As an emperor, a commander, a warrior, and a friend, you are excelling at all that you do. All of the Empire is resting on your shoulders, and that is including Brigid, too. I will not be falling behind you. I will be carrying Brigid on my shoulders, too. And one day, you and I will be facing each other, and we will be shaking hands.
Yes, that much is certain. I can see that you no longer need me to look out for you. You and I are much the same. We dutifully shoulder our burdens and stand tall no matter what. It would be foolish of me to deny it.
Your words give me great joy. And it also gave me joy to see you being flustered when I was showing you the birds.
A cheap trick to be sure, but inarguably funny. To think that you went to all the trouble of shooting 2 pheasants at once for the sake of a joke. Well played, Petra.
We both are growing every day. I hope we will keep doing so.
El nivel de apoyo entre el Gran y Petra su papel.